sometime looking at your grocery receipts, it's clear the dollar doesn't go as far as it used to. A new U of T report is showing food insecurity is becoming more dire across Ontario and Canada. Here in Toronto, Tim Lee is part of a team crunching data on food insecurity. They've churned out reports for several years, but the one for 2022 is stark. Across Canada, 18% of all households are food insecure, up 2 percentage points from 2021.
The fact that it's getting worse now is something that I think all governments should be paying attention to.
And in our province,
a majority of the increase of the additional households that were food insecure were in Ontario.
2.8 million Ontarians living day to day with food insecurity. 1 in 4 are children. Lee says it's fueled partly by inflation, along with rent and mortgage increases. Job incomes largely aren't cutting it.
About 60% of the food insecure households, their main source of income was employment, wages, and salaries. So yeah, having a job doesn't really guarantee a household's going to be food secure.
There's also racial disparity in Canada. More than 19% of the children in food insecure households are white. That number jumps among racialized families.
We're talking about rates about 40% of Indigenous and Black children are living in food insecure households. And, I think this really speaks to systemic racism and colonialism.
Head over to the Daily Bread Food Bank. Talia Bronstein says the organization has seen a 4-fold jump in monthly visits. Spending to meet those needs has soared.
We've gone from purchasing $1.5 million worth of food per year before the pandemic to now $22 million worth of food. We are not set up to be the default food provider to the whole city. We are an emergency response. We are meant to be a short-term relief for people who are, experiencing something catastrophic in their lives.
Bronstein and Lee say all levels of government are failing. Decent work, affordable housing, and income supports need to be stronger. And not just for families, but single people and people with disabilities too.
What frustrates me so much is that we see time and time again these trends that food insecurity is increasing when we have solutions. We have very clear, very realistic solutions to these problems.
Meanwhile, Lee says better access by governments to healthy foods and stronger incomes have preventative health and financial benefits.
For a household to be food insecure, its members are very likely to be in poor health, rely on the healthcare system more, cost the healthcare system more.
In Toronto, Nick Westoll, City News.